What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, episode 23 of this hard economy mod. Today, we are in Warsaw, Poland. Actually stopped halfway between our journey between Pnevyshches and Katowice in Poland. So decided to stop and obviously rest, because in the last episode we lost money for actually not resting on time. So in this episode we are going to finish this delivery and then possibly pick a new one. So first, it looks like I still actually have to rest. Next rest up in an hour 44. So let's go ahead and get some rest now. And that makes it 11:17. So if we rested again, this is due by 7:54. So I don't want to rest again, just because I feel like that might be a bit dodgy. So we're going to be doing some nighttime driving in this episode. I don't think we've done that in a long while. And I've once again not connected my steering wheel. I just did that in the last episode. Let me connect it, and then we'll get started. Alright, steering wheel is connected. So let's go ahead and get this truck started up. That sounds quite lovely. It's nighttime, so we're going to want to make sure our lights are on. Looking good from the front. And let's go ahead and actually back up, because we got to connect to our truck. So let's just try to do this in one motion here. And turn it in. Much easier than backing up with the trailer, isn't it? Alright, park and brake on. Neutral. Let's attach the trailer. Coupling. Raising legs and attaching cables. Alright, so we are good to get out of here now. So how are we going to turn this thing around is the question. Because we don't have a ton of room here, so this is going to be a tight squeeze around this other Scania truck. Are we going to make it? Well, just barely. It just barely makes it. We don't want to jackknife our trailer either, but I think we are good. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of here and do a little bit of nighttime driving. I don't really do a lot of night driving. In fact, I have not done any in the episode, or in the series at all. So I'm kind of excited to do it a little bit. Ah, look how nice Warsaw looks all lit up at night too. We picked a good place to be doing some nighttime driving in, I think. Here in Poland. It's nice to do it in a big city, though, when the lights are actually, you know, going to give you something to look at night. Because once we get out in the countryside, I think it's just going to be darkness, and there's not really going to be all that much to see. What's really fun is driving at nighttime in the game when it's nighttime in real life. But it's daytime as I record this, so unfortunately, I'm not getting that awesome experience. I'd love to do that, especially on Flight Simulator, to fly at night when it's actually dark outside, and then you can just, it feels like it's really nighttime in the game, which is a super, super cool thing. But as I said, that's not really the case here. Warsaw looks nice though. I like that white skyscraper that they have here. That's kind of a cool looking building. And that old clock tower type looking skyscraper that they have right next to it looks really cool as well. Kind of a big skyline for Europe as well, because most of the European cities don't have huge skylines. And it's kind of interesting to see Poland, of all places, have a big skyline. Didn't really expect that a ton from Warsaw, but I guess the Poles have put some work into their city, and I'd say it looks nice. I mean, I'm sure all of those buildings are from after the Soviet era, so I would assume that they're all fairly new. But I like them. They all look good to me. So 3 hours and 40 minutes of driving is what we have today, and then possibly beginning another delivery after that. I don't think there's anything wrong with just ending episodes halfway through delivery at this point. Of course, we're just trying to get through Poland to get down to Italy, which is the goal, because I want to explore that part of the map. I will revisit this area in the map eventually, because there is a lot to explore around here. It's just that I've already been to it before, so I guess I'm being selfish and skipping through the parts of the map that I've been to, just so you guys can not see them. Just so I can see new parts and you guys will miss out on this, but we'll come back to Poland later on. I think the Going East expansion also has Czech Republic and Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. Which is pretty cool stuff. Alright, bye-bye Warsaw. We will see you later. Don't know why my turn signal didn't go off there. Looks like it's just this E7, and then this will turn into this S8 road that we'll get on down here. Or S7, and then S8, sorry. There's the exit of the city, so we can get on up to normal highway speed now. 80 kilometers an hour. But anyway, I hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday afternoon. It's been a pretty good week so far. It's Tuesday afternoon as I record this. I started my Road to the Show for MLB, which you guys may have seen the video go up last night. Decided to go with an outfielder again. I don't think I did it last year on YouTube. It was the first year in a long time I've not done any videos, but we're bringing it back this year. And I got drafted by, spoiler alert, the Cincinnati Reds, which is actually who I requested to be drafted by. So I guess it kind of lets you pick your team this year, which I don't know. I feel like it's, I mean, in real life, they kind of portrayed it as your agent kind of like asked you if there was a team you wanted to play for. So I said the Reds, and I thought that, you know, maybe he would like simulated call them and try to get me on them. So I'm just gonna kind of take it as that. I don't really like the idea of you exactly picking who you play for. It kind of takes the realism out. But I would assume in real life that there would be occasions where, you know, a player wants to play for a certain team, and their agent is able to make... Oh man, we gotta get over again. We got cops and construction. My goodness. This road is hopping today. It's also hard to see all of this at night. Oh, down to 50 actually. There we go. Oh, this is 2 different lanes. They expect 2 people to fit through all this. I turned around to look at my blinds. The blinds are shut, but I don't really have drapes in my bedroom. So, unfortunately, the afternoon sunshine kind of comes right in the window, which kind of makes it hard to see the screen a little bit. So, not really a good time to do night driving in the game. What is going on, Track IR? It has been doing that a lot recently. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I gotta stop. Hold on, hold on. What is wrong with this thing? What are you doing? Wow. There we go. Alright. Don't know what that was about. That's kind of a scary situation, though. To not be able to see like that. And it's working fine now. I don't know what the heck that was all about. But, Truck IR is, as I said, I guess with the latest update, it's been doing that a little bit for me recently. And I don't think anything's wrong with my Track IR. I mean, unless something broke in my system, but I feel like it's probably a software issue that they gotta fix. Either it's that they need a game update for Euro Truck Sim, or they just need to fix their software, because I've noticed it hasn't done it that bad before though. That was definitely the worst I've seen. So that was kind of an interesting moment right there, especially right after going through that police pullover and the construction, random events and camera issues the episode has thrown at us today. My goodness. It's kind of hard to see on these back roads, too. I want to have my brights on, but you don't want to distract the other drivers in a way. But anyway, I don't think it's unrealistic for a player to request a team like that. I just would assume that the game guarantees it, which I don't like a ton. But one of the cool new things that they've added to Road to the Show that you may have seen if you watched the first episode is that you actually can do training drills. So I did this drill where my player was like on his iPad or something like that, and he basically had to do this hand-eye coordination thing where it would like throw balls would kind of go up to like a simulated strike zone, and you'd have to like hit them as they came down. It actually reminded me of an old like Mario Party DS game where you'd have to like catch things as they fall. It's kind of a hand-eye coordination technique. And now that I say that, I just get major flashbacks to this old game that used to be on the iPhone. And what was it called? Or was it for DS? No, it was for DS. And it was some sort of brain game. And it gave you like hand-eye coordination exercises and then like brain exercises. And it was super fun, and now I can't remember what the name of this game was. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just remember it being like one of the most fun games on Nintendo DS of all. So kind of weird how something like that can bring back memories. But I think it's a cool thing to have. I think it's something that, you know, actually might help improve my hand-eye coordination in the video game, so it might physically actually help me play the game. But it'll also stimulate and help my player, and I think you'll actually be able to, like, go to the batting cages now and bat, which is something that the game should have had for a while. I think that that's... Oh, come on, stop! What are you doing, Track IR? What are you doing? My goodness, stop! This is becoming a problem, isn't it? Yeah, here we go again. It's like I gotta, like... Let's see. Let me try adjusting it on my headset. My headset a little bit. It's like when I lean my head back, it seems to want to go back to working. I don't know if it's getting cut. Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. This has happened to me before. I think what happens is the rays from the sun are coming in my window and actually hitting the Track IR detector. I think this happened when I first got my PC and I would play in the afternoon with my blinds open. And, look, there it goes again. What basically was happening was I had to put a little blanket over my blinds because the sunlight was coming in. I bet that that's what the problem is because it's sunny out right now in the afternoon. Yeah, the green light just went off on my Track IR thing. I think what I'm gonna do is try to hang something over my drapes and see if that fixes the problem. So let me pause this for a minute and do that. Okay, folks, we are back. I hung up my blanket and I can already see the screen a lot better. Yeah, and already I think the Track IR is performing. It honestly feels different already. Also, the camera looks a lot better because I am blocking some of the light from coming into my room. So now it's darker in my bedroom, which is, you know, making me able to actually see the computer screen better. But I feel like it's even being more sensitive now. So I think that's what was happening. I think the UV rays or whatever rays they are from the sun was coming in and affecting it. I also gotta say my blanket looks super cool hung up against my window. Kind of a little bit of unintentional interior decorating there. I know my freshman year of college, when I was in the dorm, I had this big brown blanket, and I don't even know where it is now. I think my sister might have it now. I'm not sure. But I had to always hang it because I didn't have blinds, or I had like crappy blinds and the light was still coming in the morning. So I just permanently had it hung up in that room. That was a tiny little room, I gotta say. It was basically a bed and not much else than that. I definitely have much better living quarters and conditions now. But I don't really need much bigger space. I don't live in a big space now, but to be honest, if I lived in a bigger space, I don't think I'd even really see a need for it because, let's center that again. I don't think I'd really see a need for it because I'm happy with how it is now, and I have a kitchen, I have a family room, a bedroom, and a bathroom, and like that's, what else do I need? I mean, I live by myself, you know? Maybe if I lived with one more person, we'd need some more room for two people's stuff. It'd probably be nice to have a bigger apartment in that case, or at least more closet space, because that's the one thing, I cannot fit all my clothes in my closet. I always have to, like, I don't know, squeeze them in there, and they almost never fit. So usually I'm behind on laundry enough to where, like, there's a few of them that are in the basket, but if I'm all caught up on laundry, I unfortunately have to hang some shirts out in the hall closet sometimes because there's just not enough room. I gotta reorganize though. Reorganizing might actually make it all fit. Why is my cruise control on 73? We want to go up to 80. That was a little bit slow. But anyway, guys, that was kind of what happened with the Track IR. So hopefully now we are back to normal and we can have a regular rest of our video without any sort of Track IR problems. And as I said, it already feels like it's working better. So I think that solves what the problem was. It was that rays from the sun, and I remember that being a problem a long time ago, which is kind of interesting. So that I would suppose solves it, which also shows why you should not assume that it's a software issue. Which, now that I try to remember, when did I record my last episode of this? Was it during the day? I feel like it wasn't, and my Track IR had issues. But maybe it was during the day. I'm probably just not remembering it properly, to be honest. So, I don't know. It is what it is, but we got it working now. And we're only 56 minutes away from our destination. It's been quite a short delivery so far. Hopefully my blanket just holds up, because I literally used 2 thumbtacks to hold up a big, like a blanket. It's not a thick blanket, but it's like a thin blanket. But hopefully it's still, hopefully those hold the weight of the blanket. I think it should be fine. So, problem solved, and back onto the video, and back to what I was talking about originally, which was Road to the Show. I'm really excited about those new training things. And so far, the gameplay's been good. There's also a whole new thing where your player has a personality, and he can actually interact with other players on the team. Like, you gotta talk to the other players. And essentially what this, you know, makes happen is you gain or lose relationships with your teammates. If you gain relationships with your teammates, then you'll be able to train with them, which will help you improve as a player, because I guess your morale will kind of go up from that. So that's kind of a cool thing that they added. I still think they really need to add, we've talked about this for years, but they need to make money matter in the game. They need to have it where you can buy, you know, house, car, all that kind of stuff, right? You know, player happiness based on what teams you might want to play for. You know, have that be a part of your player, or have it be an option, I would say. And more than anything, I mean, it was raining in a bunch of the games that I played. I think the whole first series it rained, which is weird because it's supposed to alternate weather between every game, and I think for some reason the game still, when you start a Road to the Show series, the weather's still the same throughout the whole series if you go to play next game and not back to the main menu, which really ticks me off. But the announcers talked about a rain delay in every single game, and there were no rain delays, so they still haven't fixed that, which is like, this is the stuff that gets on my nerves with video game makers, because, you know, there are things that the community will talk about for years and years and years that they want, and then they'll add all this other stuff, and they won't add a simple thing that the community wants. It's not that hard to add a rain delay to your games. Just add a rain delay, you know? You've had 5 years to figure this out. I know it's possible. This is not something unreasonable to ask for. This is not something they can't code in. And if they're having trouble, then they should just figure it out, because they've had years and years to do it. There are things that people want, and you know, I think that they really should listen to the community more, but I'm not trying to judge the game yet. I've only played like 1 inning of a pickup game and a Road to the Show, and all I've done with that is 1 series in the draft, so, you know, it's way too early for me to judge what I think of this game. We'll really see what happens if I play any online play, if it's as bad as it was 2 years ago. And then I can, you know, the longer the game goes on, I can kind of give a better feeling of it. I mean, the Road to the Show is better this year. There's just, you know, some things that still haven't been kept to where they should be. Katowice discovered. Welcome to another city in Poland. I think number 2 in Poland now? Something like that. But we have made it to our destination fairly quickly, too. Those 3 hours were not very long. I'm used to these 3-hour deliveries in Eastern Europe taking like 20-30 minutes in real life. In Poland, it's like 10 minutes because there's better highways between the cities, so, you know, the time it takes is actually significantly better than what it was before. It looks like we got to get to this DHL here for 17 tons of almonds. Is that a garage? No, that's a maintenance depot, which we should also stop there. And we can rest, that way it's daytime. And then we can also pick a new interior design, because that Christmas ball has got to go. It is April. We do not need that to be in our truck anymore, so it's about time to get rid of that. It was fun while it lasted, but it's time to move on. So let's go ahead and make this delivery first. Where do you need it? That looks good to me. 3:07 in the morning, too. It is late. So we'll get another rest period in, obviously. 7 hours till our next rest stop. See, I'm starting to pay more attention to this kind of stuff, which is good, because this kind of stuff matters. Let's just pull this straight out. I think we can just go, yep, we can just go straight back in with this one. This will be a real easy delivery here. Alright, turn it to the right. Nice and slow, that's the key. I always go too dang fast. Oh, no. Back this way, back this way. It's nighttime, it's a little hard to see it. There we go. Now let's go forward and then back it in again. Whoops. Into first gear. Straighten it out. That is right on line. Alright, we still gotta move it to this side a little bit here. Oh, I wish the camera would move over that way. It doesn't let me do it. It only lets me look to the right instead of move forward. Alright, we're way out of control here. Way out of control. Come on. I can do better. Come on. Well, let's straighten it out. Yeah, what am I doing? Come on. I can do better than this. Push it forward. See, I wish when I look forward, I wish I could look forward in that. That's like the closest I can get to that mirror. I wish there was a way to kind of zoom in on it a little bit more. But if we just bring it over, and then, yeah, we can just do it from this side now. That's the easiest thing, is to just be able to look out and see it. See, I was actually fine, and then I thought I wasn't, so. That was terrible, but I am too fed up with this to continue. So let's go ahead and make this delivery here. 809 kilometers, 31 hours with the rest, obviously. Excellent, which is good. Let's see what they're offering, see if there's anything that we can just rest for after. Okay, we got long distance, we got high value. As I said, these are worthless. Just-in-time eco-driving would help. ADR we could add, but that's not really going to help with our trailer. So it's really just long distance or eco-driving. I mean, these are kind of getting a little long for the videos, so let's go ahead and add eco-driving, because that'll save us money right now. We want to, maximize our profits at this point. And we want to head south. So, we're already at the bottom of Poland. So we drove through almost all of Poland, which is actually impressive. Czech Republic, Rostock, Krakow, or... Oh, man. Not a lot of good options, really. When's this one due? Sunday at 11. That's all the way up north. Czech Republic. I think if I go rest, then we can find another delivery somewhere else in the city to start doing. Because I don't want to go back north. That would really defeat the purpose of the videos, which are to get down here. So let's go ahead and head to that rest area. Engine started up. And off we go. Okay. What a hassle this episode has been so far. But at least we are making some money. Money is a good thing. We are checking in at 4 a.m. as the sun is coming up. Still amazes me how far north Europe is. Even Poland, which is not by any means super far north, is way up there. And the sunrise is still just incredibly early. Nothing like what it is up in Sweden, but it still is early, there's no doubt about it. Well, it's Sunday, so I think the maintenance shop will still be open. I remember some of the old 18 Wheels of Steel games, you couldn't visit them on Sundays. They were closed on Sundays, believe it or not, which I think is pretty funny. Okay, green light. Turn right. That's a good little rhyme there. Alright, so let's go ahead and sleep. I will drop my trailer, as I did last time. Let's just put it right here. That's good enough. It doesn't have to be in a good coupling. Alright, so the trailer's unattached. And let's head on to the rest area and go ahead and rest again. I know that that's not the most efficient thing in terms of making money, but that way we can drive during the day and not have to rest again at night. Alright, we're in there nicely. And let's go ahead and... Let's see, what... I want to see... Oh, shut up. 6:58 till rest stop. So if we rest now... Is the engine on? Why is the engine on? I want to rest. What are you doing? Yeah, there we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't want to rest that long, but that's okay. So now how long do we have? We have 11 hours. So we have 11 hours to drive and get somewhere. Let's turn the lights off. It's daytime. Let's go ahead and update the interior of this truck. All right. First off, how much do I have in service? 1,908. I'm not going to do that now because it's not really becoming a problem. These wheels are kind of a lot, though. 11% damage. And, yeah, the wheels, 567. I guess the wheels just need service after you ride them so much. So we're going to hold off on that right now because we're a little short on, you know, I wanted to be trying to make some money. So let's go ahead and configure the inside of this truck and hop inside the cab. Go ahead and, how do I get rid of that? Let's see, inside. Remove this. Oh, we get $63 back? What? That's interesting. It's funny that we have to sell it and put it back. This would cost $132. But a Rocket League ball would be kind of cool. Or it's a plush bear, so there's not really many options. Let's just get rid of it. That way we can save some money, to be honest. Do we want to put something on our dashboard instead? What do we have? Just, oh, that's the plate. What's here? That's a background light. We don't have that option. Windshield sets. Those are more hanging items. Yeah, that's kind of all there is, I guess, huh? Standard plate. All right, we'll go ahead and confirm that. So we actually will get $63 out of that, which is nice. Now that our Christmas stuff is sold. All right, let's go ahead and back up to our trailer. We can attach this. Alright, go ahead and stop the truck here, and go ahead and couple. We can leave the engine on, actually. Alright, that's done. So let's go ahead and, I haven't done this in a while, let's go to the cargo market and find us a job from Katowice. So we go down all the way to the corner of Hungary, north to Kaliningrad, Sweden, north, Hungary, Dresden, Vilnius, Hamburg. Man, why are these all going north? I want to go south. Lublin, Szeged, Hungary. Man, the options are just terrible. So I think the best thing to do would be to go down to Hungary, then maybe we can go down and over, kind of. We'll get to go through Slovakia and Hungary and check out those areas, I guess. Debrecen, that looks like a crazy journey. I don't want to go there. We want to stay as... Or we could head over to... I'm sure if we did... Where is it? No, there was another one. I'm sure if we did Dresden, then there would be some... Then we could either, from there... Because if we end up here, we're going to have to go all the way over there. If we end up here, then we could continue over to France, or head down through Germany. And Germany's pretty quick to drive through. So I kind of like that option a little bit. That way we can kind of save the going east for later and kind of really just stay in these territories. Driving through Germany would be better because it is the more, I guess, boring area, you could say. And then maybe we could go to France from there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this delivery from Katowice to Dresden. It's due on Sunday night, so we'll just have to drive straight through. That's fine. We got 11 hours to do it. So I'd be happy with that because... then we could pick another delivery after that. So let's go ahead and pick that one and start on driving. Alright, put this into... What are you doing? Go into drive. There you go. That's better. Alright, so we are on our way to Europa to pick up the cargo. Not used to having to do that. Not used to having to do that at all, to be honest. Alright, turn in here. And we need the cargo marquette. And so my other option was down to Hungary. That's 8 hours 41. When's that one due? Sunday to... That's due Sunday night, so we'd have to drive that straight through. And that might actually take longer than that. I don't know if I want to do that with resting. Because if it took 3 hours longer on a bad road... I don't know, I just feel like we should... Maybe the better... I don't know. How do I want to explore this map? Do I want to go down... Once I get down there and get back up, I was going to do that. And then probably go to the UK. Then kind of see Germany. Maybe go in this area after. Or maybe it'd be better to... Decisions. Now, see, now I'm doubting my original decision. Which is not a... You don't want to do that. You don't want to ever doubt your original decisions. That's kind of a dumb way to go about life, in my opinion. Skidget, hungry, 8 hours 41. As I said, that one is due. That's due soon, so we won't have much time. I'm gonna stick with this one. I'll stick with the 16 tons of carrots. We'll go to Germany and then kind of see what happens from there. So let's go ahead and drop this trailer off for cargo loading. And we have 10 hours 56, so we'll be okay on that. Alright, let's go ahead and back this trailer in. We gotta go much, much sharper on this one. Alright, we almost jackknifed it, so don't do that. Oh, we did. It started to jackknife a little bit. Let's straighten it out a little. See, it just starts to pivot, and then you can't get out of the pivot, which is the problem. There we go. Oh, stop, 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 stop. My wheel's the wrong way. There we go. Alright. Now let's just nice and slowly. That's the key. Slowly, 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 slowly. Back this truck in. And do it properly. Cool. Alright. I think that does it. There we go. Very good. Stop the engine. How do we do? Yeah, that was better. So, alright, loading cargo. This is going to take about an hour. It is cool how the game does skip forward like that. Cargo has been loaded. Follow the route to target company. Let's go ahead and get into drive. Oh, the RPM is too high for that. Interesting. Didn't know it works like that. Let's head on out of Katowice. Katowice? I look at it almost like Katowice, but that would be if it was in Italy. I think it's Katowice would probably be proper, but I'm not sure. And I am, as I mentioned in the last episode, a quarter Polish, so I should know how to pronounce my ethnic names a little bit better than that. But that's okay. I got close enough. You can see it on the screen if you can't hear the correct pronunciation. So, kind of cool to have train tracks. Look at this train tunnel. That's really beautiful. I enjoyed that a lot. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, so it will be a bit of a longer episode, but we are going to complete this delivery. That way in the next episode, we can just start a new one and kind of go from there. And then just kind of decide what to do. Who knows, I might even change my mind again. Maybe I'll decide to kind of head back to Poland a little bit and you know, just do the going east area now, which now that I think about it is probably going to be the better thing to do. I mean, we've already gone to a couple cities in Poland now, so we've gotten to kind of see that side of the map a little bit. And maybe I could just do all that before getting somewhere further, because, you know, I guess if I don't get there in time, then I don't get there in time, you know? In time being before because I'm not going to get to see all of Italy and France on the game before I head to Alaska in real life, so I think we'll just kind of drive and enjoy the existing parts of the game for a little bit. But for now, we are headed to Germany. This episode has been like, this has probably been the wackiest episode yet. I've been all over the map with what I'm saying, the things going on, technical difficulties, not deciding where to go. It has been an absolute mess of an episode. Alright, A4 towards Warclaw, not Warsaw. Clear on those sides, and turn on to the highway on-ramp. And off we go. All these wildflowers look really nice. Looks good for springtime. For April. April showers bring May flowers, I guess. But it is a sunny day here in Poland. Alright, and we will speed up now to 80. And then we will be on our way. On the highway, so 5 hours and 40 minutes of driving is what we have remaining in this episode. Oh man, it's one of those exits, oh boy. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I know that they're all over Germany on this game, and that kind of stuff frustrates me. I hate those, to be honest. Those are kind of the worst things that they put in the game, are those those 2-lane roads where the right lane just kind of becomes an exit after a while. I don't know why they have those in this game, and I'm guessing they're really in Germany, but apparently the game's been removing them with the rework of like the half of Germany that they have reworked, so I don't know. It's kind of frustrating regardless though. Oh, we got a toll booth up here too. I don't know if we've paid. Were there might have been tolls when we were in St. Petersburg, Russia, but I'm not sure if there were tolls or not. So this might be the first time that we're actually paying tolls in the game. I'm not sure. Absolutely beautiful day though. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Poland. Alright, stop here. Start of toll road. Keep the ticket. Enjoy the journey. Thank you, sir or ma'am. Did not catch a look at you. Just grab the ticket. It's probably a computer. No need to thank an automated machine. It's not doing any work. Alright, let's not speed on our way out of here. Don't need to get us any speeding tickets today. And back up to 70, and off we go. Okay, sweet. That worked out nicely. Kinda slows you down a little bit, but it is what it is. That's a quaint little village on the countryside too. I have to say, being that I have not really, you know, done a lot of Poland on this PC, it looks absolutely beautiful. I really like what they've done to it. This Going East expansion pack is a very high quality expansion pack, even though it's been out for a couple years now though. SCS just puts an amazing amount of work into it. The amount of people that work on these games is truly astounding. I think they have a team of like 50, 60 people. And that's just for Euro Truck Sim. I think they have another team for the American. So I don't know. Their company has at least dozens of people at the minimum. So it's kind of interesting to you know, see how they really all work together to come out with such a great product. I really think it's such a fantastic and cool thing. Alright, this guy, I feel like we are holding up a lot of traffic because we're like right next to each other, so I hope he would let me by. I don't want to speed. Let's go up to like 82. I'm not going to get a ticket for going 82. There we go. Now we can slowly pass him. That's a nice yellow Scania that he's got. With a, what's that, a green Saab, I think is that car. Kind of interesting car right there. Alright, we are slowly getting up to him. I do like the combination though of the cars on the back of the truck and the yellow. Kind of a nice look. How's it going, buddy? You're causing traffic. Because you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just not passing you in the left lane because we're going the same speed. Alright, hopefully he will slow down here, but now he's got the inside lane on this right-hander, so we'll just wait until we are clear of him. I don't think that's clear yet. These roads are kind of interesting color in Poland too. All those like, it's like cinder roads almost. They're kind of interesting to look at in my opinion. All right, I think that's clear. So let's go ahead and get over. All right, we are good. So that covers him off, and now the car's in the left lane. Can choose go as fast as they want. Let's go back down to 80. Yep, there he goes. See you later, car. We know you're going a lot faster than I am. I don't think you get a ticket for going 2 over. I should just start going 2 over is what I should do. Because, you know, it makes such a big difference to go 2 extra kilometers every game hour of driving. But I guess when you get to the city and you got 10 kilometers left and you think you would have already been there by now, it is a good feeling to kind of shave off those couple minutes. Oh, there's a cop a little bit behind us too, so we probably would have gotten a ticket had they given us one. Man, is that beautiful. Little village, hill in the background. Beautiful scenery right there. I almost feel like I'm driving around Pennsylvania a little bit. Just with the forest, the hills. Still a decent amount of pine trees though, compared to the United States. But it is definitely more of a temperate climate now compared to what we saw up in Finland, where it was almost all pine trees. It was all pine trees up there. So we've definitely gone to a different climatic area. But the game is getting me excited for warmer weather coming up soon. Oh boy, we got a jam here. Alright, these guys got to get in. Alright, you go ahead, then I go. Yeah, that's fair. Bit of a zipper merge. I think that's proper merging techniques. More construction. It's just constant construction. Isn't it? Alright. Now that that's clear, back on up to 70. We got a toll booth. So that would be Warclaw to our right. That must be the southern end of Warclaw. Let's go down to 40 here. Let's not get ourselves a ticket, and we'll pay this toll. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. Of course, we do got to pay them ourselves now. What do we get paid for this delivery? 592 euros. So hopefully this doesn't take a chunk out. I'm guessing it's going to be like 11. 11! There you go. How'd I know? I feel like there's a lot of $11 tolls on this game. And I've just been there, done that. So that works out fine. Alrighty, back up to speed. I'm trying to remember the button. Oh, it's not R. Is it T that changes the inside of your... No. R. Is it W? There's a button that changes your... Oh, we're going too fast. There's a button that changes the stuff inside the truck. It's I. Okay, I. So now I can... See, it shows the pressures, but I wanted to see the fuel and distance, which is why I wanted to keep it on. Cruise control is kind of a cool thing to keep it on as well, though. Then we can get that fuel and distance consumption's kind of interesting. See how much fuel we're burning. Average 42.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Best. Oh, currently 0, because I was off the gas going downhill. So that's kind of cool. Man, full throttle, you're getting like 60. That's a lot of fuel burn right there. Of course, we're hauling 16 tons of carrots, so I would understand that. Temperatures, cruise control, fuel and distance. We'll just go back to that. That way I can kind of keep track of it. That's a cool glass overpass right there. Appreciate the look of that as well. 2,267 kilometers till we got to refuel though, so no worries at all. Here in 11th gear. It's kind of amazing to think that this truck is actually carrying 16 tons of carrots. That is a lot of carrots. I actually bought some carrots today. I had my friend over and we made these turkey cutlets the other night. I think I talked about that in the last episode, and we had these canned carrots and they were absolutely disgusting. So I actually bought like full fresh like carrots, pulled out of the ground type carrots, and I am going to cut them up and make them with my dinner tomorrow. So hopefully they'll turn out all right. I think it'll be better than the previous carrot experience. I'm guessing they will be. I'm just gonna boil them to cook them through, and then they'll be done. So obviously they're not that hard to cook. I mean, you can eat carrots raw as well, but I'll obviously cook them. Cut off the outside to get all the dirt off, and then you know, wash them, boil them, and then there you go. There's some cooked carrots for you. I think just buying vegetables and fruits, I think just the more from scratch you make things, I think the better it's going to be. There's certain things that obviously you can buy canned that is, you know, tastes just fine, like beans. You're not going to be able to really make baked beans another way. I guess you could, but it'd be a lot. I don't even know where you would buy like raw beans. Can you buy raw beans? I don't even know. I've never experimented with that. I've only made them baked. Or like cranberry sauce that comes in a can. There are things where canned food is fine, and sometimes canned food can taste just delicious. But canned carrots, absolutely one of the most disgusting things I've ever put in my mouth in my life. There are a couple things in my life I will say I will never again do, and eating canned carrots. that is one of them. That is something that I am going to shy away from in the future. That field is really yellow. That must be a sunflower field or something like that. That is unrealistically yellow. That is a little ridiculous looking. Maybe it's carrots. Carrots would be orange though. I don't know why I associated yellow with that. But I don't know, that was a very, very yellow field. And then it's weird because we got like these pine forests around. Getting close to the German part of the map now. I think this is part of the original, was part of Poland in the original game? I'm not sure. It might have been, I can't remember if it was or not. And does this lane, it does not become an exit, so that's good, don't have to worry about that. So we'll just stay in this lane towards our final destination of Dresden in only 3 hours and 5 minutes to go, which is also super nice. I also don't think I had a loan installment today. I guess on Sundays, do they not take it out? I feel like it wasn't there. I could go to my... Is there a way to access... I can't access my financials while I'm driving, so... I'll worry about that when we get there. But I feel like I didn't see it come out, so I don't know. That's kind of weird. Going uphill now a little bit. I guess we're kind of in the... Are we in the foothills of the Alps? I guess not. That's still further south. I guess it's just a hilly region here. Not really sure what mountains these would be. I don't know. I know a bit of European geography, but nothing super fancy. And I just noticed the flickering on my track IR a little bit there twice. I'm hoping that's just the game changing camera angles and stuff. Let's put that retarder on to slow down. Alright, we're at 80 now. 81. And 80. So, alright, let's get that back up to 80. Come on, come on, come on. And 79. It doesn't want to go back up. 78. Oh my goodness. These trucks go up hills and they just can't maintain the speed at all. Of course, in real life, I've seen trucks go up to like 85 miles an hour while they're going downhill. That way they can make it up the next hill without having to worry about it. That's something on Ohio highways that is a very common thing that happens. Alright, I feel like I gotta slow down and make it around this corner. This is a tight corner here. Wow. That's interesting. Look at that. Look at that mountain right there. That's very scenic. I don't feel like I've ever actually been on this road, even on my old profile. I feel like this is all brand new for me as well. It's so wide open here, though, which is really beautiful. But that's quite scenic. The only thing that I'm criticizing are those hideous yellow... I know you want to have floral fields, but those are really bright. I mean, maybe they're like that in real life. I don't know. That's cool. That combine's cool. Makes you feel like you're playing Farm Simulator at the same time of Euro Truck. I kind of like the look of that, though. It's cool to see, like, that kind of stuff in action rather than just a vacant field. Here in the farming countryside a little bit. Alright, we got 7 hours 26 the next rest stop, so we are plenty good on that. And look, we got some wind turbines, too, which is cool to see. And speed camera. High-speed camera, I'm not speeding. No ticket for me today. Kind of all looks cool, though. And here is the border. So we'll be able to check off Germany, which will be another new country for us. Country number 10 on the map that we have completed. I think that's about half the countries that are in the map in total. So we'll have done a fairly large portion of the map at this point now, which is awesome. Alright, let's speed on up to 80. And it looks like we actually have a tunnel to go through, which is going to be exciting as well. Tunnels are pretty crazy. I wish the speed limit was... Oh, it said... That sign I think said toll. I'm not sure. I wish the speed limit was higher than 80, though. It's the Autobahn. We're in Germany. Let us... I know we're not a car, but they should let us go fast just for the sake of it. Every time I go into a tunnel on this game, I still get like this overwhelming feeling that there is going to be some lag, because on my laptop it could not handle. I don't know why I couldn't handle tunnels, but it could not handle tunnels. There would just be so much lag. But obviously, this gaming PC can handle it just fine, which is much better. And it's like a relieving feeling every time I get in the tunnel, and it works. I still get a nervous feeling before I go in. I still kind of get annoyed that it's gonna lag, and then it never lags. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thing there. Should be getting dark a little bit earlier down here too because of where we are. All right, now we're 43. What do we got to do? We got to go. So we're in the north of the city. Why is there not a road that just comes into it from this side? We gotta go all the way around and then in. That is kind of frustrating. Actually, that is extremely frustrating. Ow. Oh, that hurt. I've just injured myself, folks. I was, had a piece of food on my tooth. I was trying to get it out. And I just poked at my gum or something and pinched it. That really hurt. So the shenanigans continue in this episode. The ironic thing is, this has been the one episode where I haven't lost any money. We've had the most shenanigans. With me not connecting my wheel, the track IR, blankets, injuries, all sorts of trouble. Removing our Christmas ball, not deciding where to go. Plenty of interesting things. However, we haven't lost any money in this episode, which is good. that's been the best thing of all. Because we know how much of a problem that has been in other episodes. These cars are moving at a lot quicker than I am. It can be agonizing to drive at such a slow pace. But it definitely looks like Germany now. It definitely looks like what I remember Germany being on the game. Alright, what do we got here? I would assume it's the left lane. Dresden, Prague, Czech Republic, and Leipzig, and Berlin and Magdeburg would be to the right. We'll have to hit up Berlin at some point. I think that's a pretty cool city in the game. I have not headed to that area yet. I think I have on my old profile, but obviously not on this one, so that'll be a cool place to see, be able to see the tall, I forget what the tall tower is in Berlin. I know they have it on the game. I don't know, I'm guessing that they have stuff from like the Berlin Wall, and they probably have stuff from the Brandenburg Gate. I would assume something like that's in the game, but I'm not sure. I don't know how many features of everything is in the game. I mean, I don't even know if, like, I'm guessing the Eiffel Tower's in the game. I haven't even thought about that in Paris. Because I haven't even, I think, like, Paris was in the original game, but they reworked it when Vive la France came out. And I know I've been there, but I don't know if I've ever remember seeing the Eiffel Tower, but it's literally been a long, long time since I've gone there at all, so. That'll be a sight to see when we get to it. Alright, up to Dresden here. We just gotta exit and then head on into the city and finish this episode off. Wind turbines looking good, providing Germany with some nice clean energy. I think Germany produces more percentage clean energy than any other major industrialized nation in the world. They have a fantastic energy system. Germany just has fantastic infrastructure in general. They make great cars with Mercedes and Audis. I've gotten to drive both of those before. They're both wonderful. Great infrastructure, great train network. Germany is just kind of on top of things, you know. They kind of just have it all figured out pretty well for a country. At least in terms of their infrastructure and the things that they make as a nation. Germany just does a really good job with all of that kind of stuff. I cannot pronounce the language for the life of me. I fare much better with French. But Germany would be a really cool place to visit just to experience all of the infrastructure that they have. And all the big cities that they have too. I mean, Germany's a pretty 80-some million people, I think. So it's very dense. It is not a rural country, to say the most. There are a lot of cities and a lot of people in Germany. Alright, speeding up here, almost to Dresden, which will be our first city from the original part of the map, believe it or not. Since we started in Scandinavia and head to Baltic and then went to going east. So we've done 3 of the expansion packs before we even hit the original map at all, which is kind of fun. It's just amazing how many cities this game has become compared to what it was. Alrighty, radar control. I can understand what that meant. We get it. You got your speed cameras here. And I think this is our speed reduction, so let's start slowing down. 70, then 50, as all the cities on this game seem to be. Hello, Dresden. Should get that nice little pop-up in any second here. There it is, Dresden discovered. So our first German city. Welcome to Dresden, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed the drive. Now let's drop off these carrots at the Seva and pick our delivery for the next episode. There's a nice garage. Okay, don't break any laws. There's the... Oh no, that's not a cop. That was a car with a weird shadow on it from a tree. What a cool shadow job, SCS. Fantastic. Hey, they got a yacht. My goodness. Seva is not messing around with the stuff that they are selling. Oh, and I had to make that super wide. Okay, so handle the job delivery. Where do you need it? Right there. So I think we'll just go out to the left and then back it in. That should be a simple one. Hopefully we can do better, because we have not had a good day backing in trailers. It has been very bad, to say the least. Alright, into reverse, and let's start backing it up. Alright, if I move forward as much as I can to get as close to that mirror as I can, we can start turning it. I got that wide mirror as well. I think the best thing to do is just to go as slow as you can. And just kind of eyeball it. Alright, straighten it out a little bit. And then kind of turn it back. That helps me know where we are a little. It kind of just makes sure I don't overturn it, if anything else. Alright, I think that's going to be... I think we just overdid it a little bit. We might have to correct back, or did I do it perfectly? Alright, let's stop. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to stop. So we gotta get to the right now. I overdid it just a little bit. Alright, underdid it just a little bit. Yeah, we're just to the side, so that was a little bit better. Let's go ahead and pull it up and then back it back in. Try to get this one perfect to finish the episode off with, since it has not been a good journey so far with these. Alright, so if we just turn the wheel a little bit, that'll get that. See, that thing's up. See, it's already turned that much, so like we don't really, you just gotta take it super easy and not overturn the wheel like I consistently do. Nice and slow. That should be straight in at this point. How's it look out the right side? Looks good out the left. Alright, let's go ahead and stop this. And how did we do? Beautiful. I like it a lot. This ended up being a long episode, almost 50 minutes, so I apologize if it was a bit too long, but that's around that 30 to 45 minutes still. So close enough. Let's look at the job offers for the next episode, figure out where I want to go. Hopefully there's something good. Frankfurt, down the Czech Republic, Budapest. See, we're going to have to rest, so when's that due? That's due Monday, so that we could rest on the way if we did that one. 16 tons of tires. Zurich, that would get us in really good position for that part of the map. Malmo, Sweden, we don't want to go back to Sweden. We're done with that for now. Kassel, Prague, Erfurt. Prague would be a nice short little delivery. Alright, we actually have some good options here. If we did Czech Republic, we could kind of, I mean, let's see. There's nothing that goes back to Poland, is there? No, so we couldn't check out some more of the areas in Poland. But we could... Let's see, when's the Zurich one due? Monday night, so that we could also rest on the way for that one. Somewhere in Germany we could rest, and then that would get us in really good position for these areas. Or we could go to Budapest and kind of explore going east a little bit. But I think I want to get down to these areas. We can return to going east at another time. The map doesn't have to be done. I mean, it is kind of attractive to like start here, go here, then this, and then ideally... that, and then that, and then that, and then you come back, and then bam, that's the entire map. But I think what we're gonna do is go down here, go up here, and then do that, and then we'll do Germany, and then we'll do this area, and then we'll cut back up. So it'll be it won't be that perfect little circle, but it'll still be almost perfect, because we'll just have to come back and do that part when we're done. I guess you could look at it as if we're coming down here, going like that, and then kind of just looping. We'll have to loop back through Germany, which won't take that long. It'll be like one episode or something. So, and we'll get to explore Germany as we do it. So, I don't know. I think I'll go with that. I mean, or do I want to explore this area now? Let's see. Do I want to go to Budapest? Decisions. I kind of like the idea of just exploring the map in like a nice circle. Yeah, screw it. We're going to do that. We're going to take the tires. See? I just talked myself out of it. So that's due Monday. It's Sunday. So we'll be able to rest on the way. And that, guys, will be in the next episode. For now, I want to thank you guys all for watching so much. For now, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. Evlike9916. Peace.